What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Pokemon TCG Center. Today's video we'll be looking at Tangrowth and Grassnode deck. So this is going to be a rogue deck that I'm going to play today. It is a Tangrowth with that very unique attack, which says that this attack does 30 damage for 10 plus 30 more damage for each energy cost in your opponent's active Pokemon retreat cost. So basically, if we play against, let's say, Pheromosa and Boswell, the base attack for 1 energy with the Grassnode will be 70. But for example, with 2 Absols on the bench, that damage will be increased for 60 more. So 130 for 1 energy and 140 HP. Not that bad, definitely. Overall, it will suck against evolution decks, but hey, let's be honest, it can't be good against anything, right? So this deck plays 4 Absols, 1 Pheromosa and Boswell GX for that Beast Game GX attack. It also uses 4 Tangalas and 4 Tangrowths. Additionally, 3 copies of Stellar Wish Jirachi and 1 Mew with the bench barrier and Shadowbox Mimikyu, which says that Pokemon GX that has any damage counter on them both have no abilities. In order to put damage counter on our opponent Pokemons with abilities, we can use Shrine of Punishment. So additionally, what I'm playing in this build are actually 4 custom catchers and 1 great catcher. The reason for 4 custom catcher is just because if we play against some decks that heavily use Lily's Pokédoll, for example, Baby Blacephalon, we can lose matchup easily if we don't have great catcher. That's just my personal opinion, so that's the reason why I decided to take 2 of them, so we can have much favorable matchup against them. Great catcher can also be used against any other GX Pokemon. Additionally, for setup, I'm running 4 Netball and 4 copies of Pokemon Communication, 2 Reset Stamps, and then for the switch, 2 Switch cards and 2 copies of Escape Board, so we can have much more easier control and card search with the Stellar Wish. For 3 copies of Shrine of Punishment that I mentioned earlier, and then for the draw support, 4 Cynthias, 4 Lily for the best possible consistency, as well as 4 copies of Rosa, which says that once our opponent managed to knock one of our Pokemons during our last turn, during our opponent's last turn, we can actually search the deck for Pokemon, trainer card, and a basic energy, reel them and put them into our hand, which is a very good way to obtain, you know, consistency with Tangrowth energy. Rosa is also very good here because we can easily search the deck for the custom catcher. Jirachi can also help us a lot with that, so it's very, very easy to pull those custom catchers. Additionally, I'm also running 8 regular grass energies, and that's it for today's introduction and video introduction and also deck introduction. So overall, I really like the idea with the Tangrowth deck today. One of my friends in the Pokemon League told me about this deck, and I just decided to build it and give it a chance and see how good it really is. So let's see in the action how this deck works. So see you in the game. Alright, so I'm gonna start with a Tangela in the front, and there is a Pokécom in my hand for the Mew. And I'm definitely looking forward to trade him. Maybe for 1 Absol, maybe for 1 copy of Jirachi. I still need to think about that. It all depends what I'm gonna top deck. Another Pokemon Communication. That seems to be very busted. Ooh, and a Sticky Membrane Gami on the other side. So something tells me that I might play it against some type of the Pidgeotto control deck. Alright, Lily's Pokédoll and Mysterious Treasure. Luckily, I have 4 copies of Custom Catchers, so technically with the Custom Catcher I can do something. Oh, okay, so BM deck. That is one very unique deck with item lock ability. So what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna try to grab myself 1 Jirachi, put him on the bench. Yeah, for sure. and then just Cynthia. It's not worth to use that Lily in my opinion. We need switch if we can find one. Looks like I won't be able to get it. I can still use custom catcher for one, and I'm still thinking and doubting about that. I'm just gonna pass my turn for now. Next turn I can have my Tangrowth, and the Grass Knot can start hitting for like 40. So in order to knock the Gami, that's gonna be all what I'm gonna need. So, Mysterious Noise, shuffle these Pokemon and all cards attached to it in your deck. Your opponents can't play any item cards from their hand during their next turn, which basically means that you can always hit for 90, switch in the Lily's Pokédoll, and just pass the turn. Alright, so we are gonna need something good with Lily here. Maybe another pair of the custom catcher. That seems to be good, but in addition to that I'm gonna need a little bit more than that. So let me see what I can find here with the Stellar Wish. Just a net ball. Okay, well I guess with the net ball at least I can search my deck for another Tangela and I can put it on the bench. And for now, I think I'm just gonna pass. Or I should maybe target the Pidgeotto. Let's just pass for now because we don't have a skateboard, neither switch. So we don't have option to retreat. Alright, and there's one copycat for 5. So he managed to establish the board with 2 Behams so far. And even worse, there are also 2 Pidgeottos. And there was Pokegear 3.0 play. And another one. So I do have two Lilies available, so potentially I can draw some cards with it. But my main focus should be those Behams on the bench. Or maybe Pidgeottos. I'm thinking about just trying to knock the Pidgeotto out, so I can prevent my opponent from being able to use those airmails. So there is another Acrobike. Alright, so he decided to discard Cynthia. Another Pokegear 3.0. Alright, so yeah, the problem is to retreat and to hit. That's the biggest problem for my opponent, I guess. Alright, so I'm gonna definitely get rid of that Pokemon Communication. And then obviously custom catcher on Pidgeotto. I don't know why computer immediately decided to play custom catcher. Actually, yeah, because I was not able to use both of them. Makes sense. Actually use one of them. Alright, so we have a skateboard as well as a Stellar Wish into the... I won't be knocked out anyways, so I'm gonna search my deck just for the energy card with the Nest Ball. With the Net Ball. Alright. I was also thinking maybe about going with... Yeah, never mind. Let's just hit 470. That should be enough for the first... Actually, it won't be because Absol, yeah, it's not applied for the evolution Pokemons. Yeah, my fault about that. So yeah, the problem with the Absol and the Tangrowth is that you can't do too much as long as you have like... Yeah, that's for sure. They're just all evolution Pokemons. Not gonna be super easy. So I guess I'm gonna need to slam for like 160 if I get lucky. Not a good matchup for me, that's for sure. Absol is just completely useless in this matchup. And finally he managed to find himself a triple acceleration for that Mysterious Noise. And I can already see that he will probably just switch to Lily's Pokédoll. He might even decide to go to Gami. So yeah, Absol is just useless, I guess. at least in this matchup. It's good against Gummy, but that's pretty much it. Alright, so I need to find a different approach here. And what about Grass Knot? So yeah, I'm hitting for 40 actually, because the Pokédoll is a basic Pokemon. It's treated like a basic Pokemon, so that's okay at least. Alright, so for like a turn I was not able to play item cards. There is another triple acceleration, so he will have as well another Lily Pokédoll. Alright. Alright, Lily Pokédoll, BM hitting me for like 90. And again, that's definitely not a favorable matchup. And a U-turn board. And Mysterious Noise for the knockout. So another Lily Pokédoll has been promoted. I'm still thinking about... Oh, Rosa as a top deck. Well, I guess we can use that into our favor. Basic energy card, as well as one trainer card. So which trainer I should get? Maybe a custom catcher? Is that even good? I guess it is. So with a Stellar Wish I can take another Rosa. But other than that, I can't do more than that, so I guess I'm just gonna use a Grass Knot for 40 and knock the Lily's Pokédoll out. So right now, what's the problem for my opponent? Definitely the lack of the Algym and Beham in play. So he managed to find Beham as well as triple acceleration. Yeah, unfortunately I can't reset stamp him because he always have that energy, but even if I do that, he will have Pidgeotto, so nothing's gonna change after that anyways. And another Airmail. So a few useless cards here in my hand, like custom catchers, netball, stuff like that. So he'll probably just put Nogami in the front. I can expect to see that, as expected. So I need grass energy badly, otherwise I'm gonna be in a deep trouble. Yeah, at least I managed to find one. Okay, so I took the first knockout in the game. I hit for 70 with my Tangrowth, and there is another Absol with a Dark Ambition. So will he have... another Gami as well as Beham. So there is another triple acceleration energy. How in the world every single turn he have triple acceleration energy? That makes no sense that he have triple acceleration energy every single turn. I mean, I know that he played 4 of them, but let's be honest, he have like 30 cards in his deck, so it's not that easy to get them just like that. Alright, so 2 Airmails. One thing is for sure, I'm gonna be knocked out. Again, Gami should be promoted in the front. And I'm gonna be forced to put Tangela and both Absol on the bench in order to use Lily, so I could have much better potential to get what I need. Actually, fighting Goroza with a Stellar Wish should be the best thing for me here. But literally. Stellar Wish into Rosa. Alright. All I was looking for. So Rosa for something like energy, another Rosa, and let it be Boswell and Pheromosa. Alright, which I'm not gonna put in play yet. Just gonna bench down another Absol. Do I need to do that? Actually, I don't. But the reason for that is just in case if I'm not gonna have enough energies to do something out, I'm gonna have him on the bench and actually promoted in the front to absorb some damage and punishment. So another B Ham. So let's see right now if my opponent is another yeah, okay, that's just for the laugh, nothing else. And even worse, there's one huge copycat which will allow my opponent to draw 7 new cards, and there is another Elgin. So far I didn't knock none of them, and even worse, he have Professor Elm lecture for the following turn, and I can expect to see another mysterious noise, and then I'm Little Spooky Doll in the active position. The truth is that we need to start attacking with the Jet Punch here, and we are actually going to do that very soon. So very soon I'm gonna start to Jet Punch my opponent Pidgeottos on the bench. My only concern is so far this Shrine of Punishment. Let's be honest. This Shrine of Punishment will do some damage between turns and will allow my opponent to have that damage increase between turns, but still he will need to hit me 3 times in order to knock me out. So the question is, will I have enough time? Ooh, seriously. Look at this. Hit puts Pidgeotto in the front, but what's bad about that is that I can just hit for like 40. Actually, just for 10. Because he have 1 less retreat cost thanks to the U-turn board. Alright. Oh, okay. You have Fion as well. Okay, so we need a miracle here, literally. And that miracle needs to be... Because I don't play Mellow and Lana, I cannot heal. And that's my big concern. So another mysterious noise for the knockout. And I'm wondering why Mimikyu doesn't have weakness. Alright, so he's down to 3 prize cards. I can next turn knock Pidgeotto, move down to 3. And I'm not gonna try to knock the Elgin out anyways. There is a Tangrowth. Let's go with a Rosa. Yep, actually Cynthia, Energy, and some sort of custom catcher, I guess. Oh, I can't use custom catcher. Alright, I took Cynthia. Alright, never mind. Doesn't really matter too much. With the Stellar Wish, I can find another escape board. Alright. So, I can take an extra prize knocking out this Pidgeotto right now, and then I can move down to 2 prize cards. Maybe we can still win, but that is just maybe. Actually, Rosa and Reset Stamp. Okay. So I can knock the Pidgeotto on the bench for sure. And Fion can also be knocked out. So there is Trip Acceleration. I'm gonna need to get another energy card in place somehow. Oh, seriously? That was a huge and horrible misplay from my opponent, I should say that. Yeah, really it was. Oh, and that's even worse mistake from me. I cannot play a skateboard. Why did I promote my Absol? I should let him take the knockout. Oh, seriously. Okay. Mistake has been done. But I can still somehow find energy and pay the retreat cost and hit with my Boswell and Pheromosa, targeting his Pidgeotto, so he cannot use that airmail, and I all suddenly managed to get down to one prize card, which basically means only one thing. If he cannot put at least something else on the bench, and he managed to put Elgin. Alright, so he will need to have two Behams. Oh, look at this. Sky Pillar just enters the play. I have only one energy card left, and that only can be used for one more Tangrowth. I'm very limited with my resources. My opponent definitely helped me out a little bit here with his Stadium card, but that Stadium doesn't matter too much. 130 and 90 to 20. Let's be honest. I need to use Shrine of Punishment, and yeah. The moment I put Shrine of Punishment into play, he probably didn't have two Behams in his hand, so he can actually use both of them and evolve in order to protect himself from being knocked out. And at the end, we managed to take the victory in that very dramatic game. So anyways, guys, that was it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed watching it. Make sure to hit a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more videos. Let me know in the comments below what you think about this deck list. It was definitely a pleasure to play with a Tangrowth deck. It is a very unique deck with a rogue approach that can definitely be used in the standard format to counter definitely basic decks. Basic, not evolution decks, because against evolution, Dark Ambition ability won't stack anyways. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.